Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be unboxing a brand new Bible from Schuyler called the Stridon. I've got it open. Here we go. So we've got the box. I'm going to take that. Take this. Okay, here we go. So big as the... Oh man, that's nice. Wow, look at that. Okay, one of the most anticipated Bibles of the year is here. This is an all-new design from Schuyler Bibles called the Stridon. It's a single-column reference Bible, NASB 2020, their first NASB 2020 Bible, a new design. I'm sure they're going to release this in other translations as well. I pre-ordered this Bible months ago. Like, on my to-do list for Bible Review Blog has been Stridon unboxing video, Stridon review, Stridon comparison. I'm so excited to check this Bible out. It's not every day that a Bible publisher puts out a brand new Bible, and Schuyler is one of the best there is. And so I'm excited to dive into this. Are you ready to see this? Let's not waste any time. I've got my B-cam right here. We're going to open up the Stridon. Let's do this. This box arrived yesterday, and I was tempted to cheat a little bit and to look at it, but I have not seen this yet. All I've seen is the photos that Schuyler has posted online. They've posted some of the actual Bibles in process being printed, which is really cool to see that. And then they've posted a few screenshots of the actual text block to kind of see what it looks like. I'm really excited about that. So I've got it open. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh! The first thing I'm thinking, again, this is an unboxing video, first impressions. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. So we've got the box. I'm going to take that. Get it out of here, ripping this open. So I thought when I first saw the Stridon design, like maybe a year ago when they first announced it, or last year sometime, I thought it was going to be a mid-sized Bible, but this looks like it's going to be at least as big as the Quintel. Here we go, evangelicalbible.com, my invoice. Y'all, I got dark green goatskin. Thanks, I think this says it's from Melissa. Thanks for the note. Take this. Okay, here we go. So on the box, really clean, beautiful Schuyler box. It says Stridon NASB dark green goatskin. Really, really beautiful. Are you ready for this? It's going to be wrapped up in paper, I'm sure. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to get this out of here. Yeah, this is a big Bible. This is not a mid-sized Bible. This is just as big as the... Oh, man, that's nice. Wow, look at that. Really beautiful, pebbly green goatskin. That looks sharp. Very nice. Raised spine hubs, New American Standard, Holy Bible. There's Schuyler. This is, okay, real quick. Get the little card out of there. I'm going to set the box aside. Wow. Yeah, so this I'm going to do a comparison video where I compare this to the Quintel and some of their other Bibles, but this looks, it's about the same size as a Quintel. It might be a little bit thicker, or maybe it's the same size. I'm not sure exactly what the footprint is, but man, really great on the outside. Kind of this, I mean, if you've never seen a Schuyler Bible before, this feels and looks like a Schuyler Bible. It's very pebbly grain goatskin, a really nice liner on the inside. This is, the green one has brown. It's got the gold gilt liner on the inside, the red under gold art gilding. You see that? So got the red and the gold. The green edition of this comes, oh, I just got a sneak peek of the text block. I'm going to pull these ribbons out. I really like their green. Becca has a green Caxton. Now, they've retired the Caxton, the NLT Caxton, which was based on Tyndale Select NLT Bible. They're coming out with an NLT Quintel. And so that was my favorite of their single columns. They also have the Traveris, but this is going to be a little bit of a different look than the Traveris, which is kind of a hybrid reader. This is more of a reference Bible, but man, great quality perimeter stitch around the outside, really nice. The thing about Schuyler, I think maybe more than any of the other premium Bible publishers, is that there's just consistency. Across the board, their Bibles, the leather feels the same from one to another. Now, they have the marbled mahogany, which is slightly different than their goatskin, but their goatskin is very consistent. Great look. It's got that Jerusalem cross. If you notice my last video, I did my last video from Schuyler was the zippered personal size Quintel, and there was a slightly different style Jerusalem cross. Well, this is the same as the previous one, but this Bible's been in production for a long time, so maybe that looks it. Very, very nice. It's big and thick. Okay, I'm going to open this up. Edgeline construction, brown liner. You got the Bible's presentation pages like the ones they've been using for the last year or two. That's really nice. Presentation pages, family records. You got marriages, births and deaths. Looks good. The Holy Bible title page. It says Schuyler Bibles, Stridon NASB. Now again, this is the first time I'm seeing this. I'm going to do a full review. I'm going to do a comparison with some of their other Bibles, but I'm just kind of getting a first look at this. So copyright is the Lockman Foundation. So the Lockman Foundation is the copyright holder of the New American Standard Bible. Got that information in here. Stridon, Royal Youngblood, 2K Denmark. I don't know how you say the French paper company. A couple people said you should drop their name too. The Papeteries du Le Mans. Is that anybody with French? Papeteries du Le Mans in France. Really fantastic paper. So let me show you this. There's the title page right there, or the copyright page. There's your table of contents. Does have the Schuyler Bible maps by Dr. Beitzel, which I'm happy to see. Love this. It's got a single column format all throughout the front here, which is really nice. Looks beautiful. It's got the explanation of the general format. Okay, let's get in here. First page of Genesis. Wow. That's really nice. It's a verse-by-verse type setting. It's got the red accents on the page, and at the bottom of the page, kind of like the Quintel puts the cross-references and everything at the bottom, it's cross-references and textual footnotes separated with a line at the bottom of the page. Look at this. Oops. Well, I can just show you down here. Look at that. So you see at the very bottom of the page, there's that thin line that separates the cross-references from the textual footnotes, and then it's a verse-by-verse format on the page. Really nice. You see, man, that is great. Big and easy to read. I honestly have not spent a lot of time looking at their website since I ordered this Bible. But it looks like it's a 10-point font. I'll put something down at the bottom, maybe a 10.5-point font, maybe an 11-point font. It's not quite as big as the Quintel. I'll put that on the screen right now. I'm sure I'm wrong about that. I love this cross-references at the bottom with the line and then the textual footnotes. It just pulls it all down to the bottom of the page. So when you want it, it's there. But when you're just reading and you don't want it, you have a really nice verse-by-verse single-column Bible. Versus their Traveris, again, I'll do a comparison video where the verses are out in the side and they're not right in line with where the verse starts. This is a break for each line of the Bible. And then let me show you this. So here's like a paragraph, what would normally be a paragraph format. You go verse by verse, a line break for each verse. So it kind of fills up the page. And then you go over here to like the Proverbs, and it's got line breaks in there in a poetic format. So it looks different in the poetic sections. I like that. I like Bibles that they kind of delineate, they mark the fact that you have a slightly different typesetting for poetry than the verse by verse, the regular paragraph or narrative portions of the text. But red accents on the page for the chapter numbers, the subtitles, the verse numbers. There's a bolded verse number. I see the bolded verse numbers. So here in Psalm 97, you see 1, 7, and 10 are all bolded. Can you see that in there? They're all bolded, and that means that that's where a new paragraph begins, because when it's verse by verse and there's a line break for every verse, you don't easily know where the paragraphs are. So I like that boldedness. Red at the top for the page numbers and the page headings. Very, very crisp typeface and printing on the page. Oh man, this looks so nice. And it's line matched. It looks, man, this looks great. This looks great. I love a good, it reminds me a lot of like, it doesn't really remind me exactly of anything. It's got some similarities with other Bibles, but the fact that it has the references down here, not out in the side, but on the bottom of the page, it's got like that Quintel vibes, but it's a single column, which I really like. So it's got to be a little bit thicker than the NASB Quintel because it takes up more space. But getting into the New Testament, this looks really great. I'm trying to think of like some of my favorite passages in the Bible. So I go to Luke chapter 15 and read the parable of the prodigal son and just kind of see what it looks like. It's just, one of those passages that I'm super familiar with and kind of get what it looks like. The lost sheep, the lost coin. One of the things I like about verse by verse is when you're studying, like when you really deep dive, not reading, but just studying or listening along with a sermon or preaching for that matter, it's really easy to find your place because each verse starts with a new line break, so you can really find your place easy as you're kind of going through and doing a deeper dive. Man, this looks really good. I'm going to show it to you one more time. Very high quality, easy to read. So it's verse by verse, but it still has cross-references and footnotes at the bottom. This is, man... It's almost boring to do a video on Schuyler because they're so good. They're just consistently good Bibles. They look great. At the end of Revelation, we've got a concordance. So Revelation ends on page 1800, so it is a pretty thick Bible. Now the NASB is one of the more higher word count for a translation, but great look and feel. You've got the New American Standard Bible Concordance, 3-column. That looks really nice. I'll show that to you. There's the concordance, so it's real. Fills up the page, gives you some space out there if you want to take some notes. And then after the concordance, you get the Schuyler Bible, a couple of blank sheets, and then the Schuyler Bible maps, which I've kind of gone on record as saying I think that they're the best in the business when it comes to Bible maps. Just really, really beautifully designed, nice paper. Yeah, this looks really sharp. I mean, I'm not surprised. I knew that. I knew that it was going to be great. Same great Schuyler quality. It's a thick single column Bible. It's got the cross references. A lot of single column Bibles don't have full on cross references and textual footnotes, so that's nice that it's an actual reference Bible. Really big, bold font. I mean, this is great. This is a good addition to their lineup, right? So you've got the Quintel and the Canterbury, for that matter, 2-column reference Bibles kind of have a pretty traditional look and feel, but the Schuyler vibe. The Traveris, single column, kind of a funky, smaller Bible. It's got the verses in the margins, but they're not right line. It's more of a reader, a hybrid reader is what I call it on my channel. And then this is more of a more like single column reference Bible. It kind of adds something different to their line. And I like that they started with the NASB 2020 because they don't have any Bibles like that. So, and for that matter, you have the Prime editions from Lockman. They didn't do anything like this. They had a 2-column reference Bible, the little guy. They have another reference Bible coming out, but this is a different style and look and feel. So, man, Stridon, I dig it. All right, let me know if you have any questions about this. I'm going to do a full review. I'm going to do a comparison video where I compare this with some of their other Bibles. So if you have specific questions, specific comparisons, let me know in the comments of this video, and I'll try to answer all of that when I follow up with the full video. Yeah, if you haven't found me already on Instagram and Facebook, do that. I'll put a link in this video. There's a lot of fun happening on Instagram and Facebook right now for Bible Review Blog. Those parts of what I do here are growing really rapidly, and a lot of people in particular are finding Instagram. So it's a lot of fun happening there. But man, this is really, really beautiful. I'm excited to spend some time with this and do a full review. So again, if you have questions, let me know. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.